Blood on the floor where Yemen's president was wounded Friday in what now looks like an assassination attempt. A Western diplomatic source says it was a bomb, not a rocket attack, as Yemeni officials first reported. The photographic evidence supports it. Windows bent outwards by the force of a blast inside the mosque. An unscorched shadow on the wall suggesting a blast inside the mosque erupted around a standing person. Whatever the cause, President Ali Abdullah Saleh's injuries, forcing him to Saudi Arabia for surgery, opens a window for change he long blocked.
He is in charge when he is in Yemen. He calls the shots within the party and within the regime. With him out of the country, he is no longer doing that. But
even recovering from serious surgery, he refuses to meet protesters' demands that he step down. For now, a shaky ceasefire in the capital. Elsewhere, violence, tying up government forces.
The last time that Al-Qaeda in the Arabian Peninsula had this much space and this much time, they were able to plan and eventually launch an attack that came very close to bringing down that airliner over Detroit on Christmas Day 2009. And so I think it's a very, very dangerous situation for U.S. and regional security.
Overnight, in the city Taiz, anti-government gunmen facing off with government forces, taking control with massive street protests by day. Saleh has left a weak vice president in charge until he returns, but his sons and nephews hold the real power.
Given the fact that his son, who controls the Republican Guards and the Special Forces, his nephews who run the Central Security Forces, I mean, we're talking of over 100,000 guys with guns who are still loyal to the president, and that's a very big number.
Each day that passes that there's not an agreement on how to move forward and who exactly is going to be in charge in the next days and weeks and how Yemen gets past this impasse, you have the risk of escalated conflict.
This is what worries Western diplomats. Saleh incapacitated, his power crumbling and still refusing to step down, with Al-Qaeda left to profit from the mess.
They can easily use Yemen as sort of a launching pad for attacks into either Saudi Arabia or into Europe and the United States.
Yemeni officials say even now they are still battling Al-Qaeda. 30 killed in the past day. It's what kept President Saleh in power for so long, propped up by Western allies to fight Al-Qaeda. But those days are gone. Now it's his failure to hand over power that's the bigger threat and a boon for Al-Qaeda. Nick Robertson, CNN, Abu Dhabi.